Hi everyone! Welcome to my art studio called Arts Diner, where all the art magic happens. My name is Mr. Lentine, and today we're going to be talking about sports and how to draw people doing sports activities. So, how do we draw people? I bet everybody here knows how to draw a stick figure, and I may change something about that. Let's watch, okay? Alright, so let's draw a stick figure in the air with our fingers. Ready? Go ahead, do the head, and you do the rest. Let me see. Okay, let's do it one more time. Start with the head. What comes next? Alright, well here's what I saw. I saw a lot of people that had stick figures that looked like this. Did yours look like that? If you've been in my class, it may have been a bit different. I thought I saw a couple of those. Great. Here's the thing. When you use your special art tool, which is your pair of eyes, you can see things a lot better than if you just draw from your head about things, the way you think it is. When you look, actually, you can see things. For instance, I might say, well, this might work if it was an alien because that alien might have arms coming out of his neck and he might have legs coming out of his belly button. I don't know. We need to use our eyes and figure out how a person would really look as a stick figure. Where do your arms come out of? They come out of your shoulders. That's right. So your stick figure will have to have shoulders. And where do your legs come out of? They come out of your hips. So our stick figure is going to have hips. So let's draw a stick figure now, and just watch me. I'll do it. You don't draw yet. Just watch and learn, okay? Notice I have 6 heads here. This is one of the other clues we're going to use with our eyes so we can tell how tall our person is going to be. This is the head of the person, but if you stack 6 heads high, that's how tall the person is going to be. So if you want to, you can make a little graph like that just so you know. Or I may have provided a piece of paper that shows that to you. So here we go. I'm going to start with the head, just an oval, that size, and I'm going to add a line that goes straight down, and that's going to be all the way to the bottom of this 3rd circle right there. See that? Goes across there. That's how tall it is. I call that the lollipop. Okay, so if I say draw a lollipop, that's what that means. Now I'm going to put on the shoulders. Right about where the neck is, a little bit down. And I'm going to do the hips now. The hips come on the bottom of this line, which you can think of as the spine. And notice no line goes past the hips, and the hips are not as wide as the shoulders. So let's review that again. We started out with the lollipop, then we added the shoulders, and then the hips. Okay? Now, this is where the feet are going to go. They're going to go all the way to the bottom of this last oval. So I'm going to go straight down, and that's going to be the foot. Straight down. It's going to be the other foot. Okay, just so we know where that goes. Now, if you look at yourself, if you look at where your elbows are, you see that your elbows kind of go across just a little bit above your belly button. So the elbow is going to come down to about here. We'll put a circle there to show that's where it bends. And then the hand comes down. And if you look at your hands, you'll notice that they end about mid-thigh. So there's your hand, other hand, arm, elbow, and wrist, and hand. Okay? Alright, so this is a stick figure which will help us draw people in a natural way. Alright? Now I'm going to do it one more time over here. Watch me carefully. I start with the lollipop. What comes next? Shoulders. And what comes next? Hips. That's right, not as wide as the shoulders. Okay, what comes next? The leg. And another leg. Let's put the arms this way this time. We'll go there, and he'll put his hands on his side. Okay, and we're going to add a couple more things here. I'm going to add a little circle here to show that's where you bend at the shoulder. There's the wrist. You can bend at the wrist, bend at the hips, bend at the knees, and the ankles. Okay, so look again. We bend the arm first at the shoulder, then the elbow, then the wrist. We bend the legs at the hips, and the knees, and the ankles. So when we actually make our people and you bend them, notice how my arm, it can bend here, it bends here, and it bends here. Just 1, 2, 3 places, not 5 or 6. Some people draw a leg or an arm and it looks like a lightning bolt. So you don't want that. Okay, same with the legs. You can't see my legs now, but that's what it's like. So, on a piece of paper now, I'd like you just to practice doing this. I'm going to put the steps right over here for you. Okay, number 1. You draw a lollipop, okay? So there's a lollipop. That's number 1. Number 2, you draw, okay, number 2 step is you draw the shoulders. Okay? Number 3 step, alright, so again we start with the lollipop, draw the shoulders. Then number 3 step is the hips. Number 4 step, let's go back here, you've got the lollipop, you got the shoulders, you got the hips, you can put the legs on there. Okay? Alright, that's number 4. I almost started number 5. And number 5 over here. Alright, number 5 is you've got the lollipop. This is not cooperating here. And you've got the shoulders, you got the hips, you got the legs, and now you have arms. And then go back and put all the joints in there. Okay? Alright. So that's going to be your assignment for a few minutes. I'm going to have you pause the recording here now and just try this on your own. Just try drawing people. And notice again, lollipop. First comes the lollipop, then you add the shoulders, then you add the hips, then you add the legs, then you add the arms, and pretty soon you've got a person. Okay? One quick thing right here. Once you learn how to do that, I want you to take a couple minutes and try putting that person in an action position. Okay? So watch this. I'm going to put an oval right here. And the lollipop's going to bend a little bit this way. Going to go over there, aim toward that way. Then you're going to put the shoulders, then the hips. Not as wide as the shoulders. You don't want to look like a pear, okay? Now watch this. Let's put where everything bends again. Right, I'm going to make this bend out here, bend there, and bend there. And then this is going to bend here, bend there, and bend there. Alright, this is going to bend here, bend there. This is going to bend here, bend there. Okay, so now, you see what I mean? They only bend in certain spots. This person is running. Okay, this person is running. And I'm going to show you in a little while how we're going to fill that in and make it look like a real person. So let's go over the steps again. Say them with me. First you draw the lollipop. First you draw the lollipop. Okay? Then you draw the shoulders. Then you draw the shoulders. Then you draw the hips. Then you draw the hips. Not as wide as the shoulders. Not as wide as the shoulders. Then you draw the legs. Then you draw the legs. Then you draw the arms. And then you're ready to go. So practice this for a few minutes and we'll get back to you and I'll show you how to turn it into something really cool like this. So we learn how to make a football player or a person standing there. It's very easy from this point. So we're going to have a lot of fun and you're going to be able to make any sports figure doing anything, okay? All right, so God bless. We'll be back in a few seconds, okay? Start drawing with your pencil and paper or marker or crayons, whatever you have, and have some fun, okay? All right. Watch out and make sure that you do it the right height. So you might want to draw those 6 heads first, okay? All right, see you in a bit.